Yeah, this is one of those cases that's going to be really fun to watch because at the end of this case, at least one of these parties is going to lose. He claims that the closing day letter agreement between the board of directors and the law firm, quote, called for payment of an unconscionable fee and was an unconscionable agreement. Musk argues that Twitter's board of directors were a bunch of losers who got totally hosed by the law firm. The complaint describes them as, quote, lame duck fiduciaries who, quote, lost their motivation to act in Twitter's best interests during the sale. Though one would argue here the complete opposite, that the board was in fact extremely motivated to close the sale at the original price, which arguably was in the best interest of the shareholders. But Musk's perspective is that it was clearly not in Twitter's best interest to have paid this enormous legal bill. But that misunderstands what their duties actually were between signing and closing. Their legal fiduciary duty was to make sure that the deal maximized the value for Twitter's shareholders. That's all they had to do. And the lame duck fiduciaries executed that responsibility beautifully by forcing Musk to buy Twitter at an extremely high share price. And if they accomplished that, then the shareholders didn't care what else Twitter did with its money because it was no longer theirs. And in fact, because the share price was already set by Elon Musk, it didn't really matter how much they paid out to the lawyers because that wasn't going to change how much the shareholders ultimately got. Though it really made a big dent in Elon Musk's pocket when he had to pick up the pieces of Twitter when he bought it. And yes, $90 million is a lot of money, but were the lawyers' fees beyond the pale in this particular case? Well, in contract law, if the terms of a contract are unfair or oppressive to one party in a way that suggests abuse during its formation, a court can find it unconscionable and refuse to enforce it. But courts rarely find unconscionability in a business dispute between two fairly equal parties.